So, A-level maths. You've done your AS, you got a C, and you needed an A. And now you don't know what to do. I will help. I got my maths grade from a C to an A in roughly 8 months. And I got a very low C as well. And I got 18 marks over the A grade boundary at A2. So how did I do this? Well, so there's this thing called magic. And what you have to do is like wave a wand and then boom, you get an A. Joking. Hard work and dedication. I'm going to give you individual tips on what I did, what you can do to hopefully help you get an A as well. Now, disclaimer. I'm not that great, I'm not going to lie. I'm not that clever. I got, at my A levels, I got A, B, C, but I'm getting it remarked. Hopefully it'll be A, B, B in chemistry, biology and maths. So I got the A in maths. So, tips for you. Here's my number one biggest tip ever. Do this and your grade will go up, probably. I can't promise, please don't hold me to that one. But it will help dramatically. So, is do exam papers like I'm sure you've been doing at AS. You need to do those in the exact conditions of the exams, okay? You need to do these in a silent room with no distractions, nothing else on the table, no music. Turn Lady Gaga off, I see you. Absolutely nothing. You need to do that just like it was in the exam, in time conditions. Do it in an hour and a half, no mark schemes, and then you need to mark it afterwards and see what you got. You might hate doing this, but think about it, right? Here's a great analogy for you. If you're going to run a marathon, are you going to practice running that marathon by walking it? You're not going to do that. You're not. You're going to do a few practice runs similar to what you're going to do on the day, okay? It's the same with maths. You've got to practice it in exam conditions. You don't have a teacher to help you. You don't have anything. You have to do it by yourself, okay? You have to do it by yourself, so you have to practice doing it by yourself. Don't look at a mark scheme quickly just to help you. Don't do it. You'll kid yourself that you're doing better than you think. And that's what happened to me at AS. I thought I was going to get an A and I got a very low C because when I got stuck in the exam, I was stuck. Like, I had nothing to help me and I hadn't dealt with that before. But the more you practice something, getting stuck, the more you can think of ways around that. Does that make sense for you? Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Number 2. It's a bit of a random one. Resit. I know that sounds really stupid, but I almost didn't resit C1 because I got a B in it and I was kind of like, I don't know if I can be bothered. Just be bothered. It honestly doesn't take that much time, even though I resat statistics, which I had to do completely by myself. I had no classes or anything, no one to help me. I was a lone wolf doing that, and I managed to bring myself from a D to an A, right? A D to an A by myself. It was so worth it. And C1, I got 77 last year and I went up to 92. And like, your brain just develops so much in a year, you just don't know how much better you're going to be in a year. So if you're debating resitting and you really want to hit that A, and you've got maybe B's and C's, just resit. C2 also went up from 67 to 89 or something like that. Like, it makes such a huge difference. So resit, do it, don't be scared, work hard, you can do it, I promise. I promise. Okay, this is another key thing here. So when you're doing the exam papers in exam conditions like I told you to do, if you're continually noticing that you're getting something wrong or you're not doing as well in an area, don't keep doing full exam papers. Like, if you're clearly getting stuck, I'm going to take an example of vectors and C4 because I couldn't do those at all. Still can't do them now. I couldn't do them in exam. I'll never be able to do them. So what I did was, I then spent like a while just practicing vectors, reading over the book, reading things online, how to do them, watching videos. Because then when I was going back and doing the whole papers, I wasn't getting stuck on vectors because I'd practiced them individually, like a lot, concentrated, and then I was going back and doing the whole papers again. So don't keep doing papers if you're not doing well in a specific area. Notice what you're doing wrong and you need to correct it, okay? Practice that specific thing and work hard on that area to make your overall ability better. Another one is not really like advice on what to do, but mentally, right? You're probably going to be really disappointed if you've not done as well as you hoped at AS. You need to tell yourself that you can do it. Tell yourself that you can get an A. Ignore the people who tell you you can't. My maths teacher said to me, Most people get what they get at AS. You're likely to get a C again. That hit me so hard, but you know what I did? I didn't let that get me down. I worked even harder. Like, I worked so hard because I wanted to prove her wrong. Oh, by the way, disclaimer, like, I love her. Like, no hate. No, I love that teacher. Like, she's such a nice person. Like, it was all the best intentions. But don't let people get you down. Work hard and know that you can do it. Like, you can. I'm somebody who's not that academically inclined. Like, I'm not the A-star student at A-level, like, obviously. But I worked so hard. I worked so hard for this A maths and I got it, and honestly, like, it was the best feeling ever. It's so worth it. I proved them all wrong. Here's another really, really important tip. Keep up with the work. And you've heard this, I know you've heard this before, but maths is so important. If your teacher sets you exercises after the lesson, do them that evening. Don't leave them. Do them that exact evening. When they give you exercise 7C in C3, which is trigonometry, just do it straight away. You don't want to leave it, I promise you. I promise you, you don't want to leave that one. Keep up with the work. Don't let yourself get behind. So important for maths. So, so important. And another one here for you. This one's about being in the exam. So, when you're in the exam and you get stuck on a question, right? Don't panic. Skip the question. Go to the next page, alright? This is, I can't emphasize this. I can't emphasize this enough. This is what messed me in my AS. I would get stuck on a question, have a panic attack, like you feel the adrenaline going around your body. You're panicking, you're getting hot, and you're trying to do it, and you keep trying to do it, and you're not going to get anywhere because you're panicking. And what that might do as well is make you do worse in the rest of the questions. Think about how bad you messed up the first question that's going to stop you from getting an A. That was me last year. You need to do the rest of the questions and then come back to the ones that you get stuck on, because then your brain might have changed something. You might see a different angle to it. See what I did there? I hate myself. You might just see it differently and be able to do it. And that happened to me at AS, and I completely just got stuck and completely just did awful because I didn't skip the question. I just tried to do it for ages. But then in A2, when I got stuck, I would skip it, come back to it, and then I could do it. It's amazing how when you leave something and come back to it, suddenly it works for you. It doesn't work for relationships though. Yeah. That is all my tips. If you have any questions, hit me up. I'm not a guru, I don't know everything, but I know some things. I have been there. I did bring myself up to an A from a C, so you know, that's pretty good. You can comment or you can like tweet me or something. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. I like hearing about people. And yeah.